In the world of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the concept of stands is a mainstay. These supernatural abilities manifest as powerful spirits that exist inside of their users, and they're often integral to the plot. But as fans of the series know, not all stands are created equal. Some are more potent than others, and a select few are even classified as automatic. These stands differ in that they don't require the user's direct control. Instead, they function independently, serving as powerful allies or deadly foes. In this video, we'll be exploring the world of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure's automatic stands, discussing their unique abilities, their strengths and their weaknesses. So buckle up and get ready to dive into one of the most fascinating aspects of this beloved franchise. Are you ready to embark on a wild and bizarre journey? Then join us on our YouTube channel, where we explore every aspect of this stunning anime and manga universe. From the outrageous battles to the iconic characters and their stands, there's never a dull moment on our channel. Whether you're a die-hard fan or a curious newcomer, our videos are sure to entertain you. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss an episode. Now, without further ado, Kira's sheer heart attack appears as a small mechanical tank. It is a sub-automatic stand that derives from his main stand, Killer Queen. Kira must activate it once and it will do the work for him. As soon as sheer heart attack is activated, it will immediately seek out the closest hit signature and attack it. It is almost impossible to destroy sheer heart attack through conventional means, such as physical attacks or stand ability. As said before, the stand is also incredibly powerful and can easily destroy buildings and vehicles. It has a tendency to lock onto the hottest object nearby and pursue it relentlessly, often leading to chaos and destruction. Despite its incredible power, sheer heart attack is not invincible. Certain stand abilities, such as those that can manipulate temperature or create a vacuum, can render it ineffective. Sheer heart attack's resilience on hit signatures makes it vulnerable to tricks and misdirection. As a result, Kira must be constantly vigilant and aware of his surroundings in order to fully utilize sheer heart attack. Black Sabbath, as the name suggests, is a mysterious and ominous stand that possesses the ability to manipulate shadow and kill people with an incredibly powerful arrow that serves to awaken stands and those worthy of entering Passione. The stand is characterized by its shadowy, menacing appearance and its power to ensnare and kill its enemies. Black Sabbath's ability is activated automatically by external means. All one has to do is agree to participate in the initiation process to enter Passione, and the stand will show up to them, regardless of whether or not that person failed or succeeded the lighter test. Black Sabbath is also an incredibly fast and agile stand and can move quickly and maneuver around obstacles with ease. This makes it a formidable opponent in close-range combat. It is also important to note that Black Sabbath is difficult to defeat due to its shadowy nature. It can escape nearly any attack and is almost impossible to hit. Marilyn Manson manifests as a humanoid with a cash register for a face and small hooks for hands. His body is made of a furry texture, with some segments being formed by metallic textures. He is an automatic stand, which activates whenever someone loses a bet against Mirashon or admits to cheating, and once a person loses a bet against Mirashon or cheats, Marilyn Manson automatically activates, then proceeds to withdraw the stake from the loser. If the loser doesn't have all the value, Marilyn Manson can even rip out his organs to sell on the black market, and while Marilyn Manson is active, the victim is unable to defend himself. Rolling Stones is an automatic stand, as Scolipy can neither control nor stop it, although it is not malevolent, as it shows a target their fated death. The dubious mercy of instantly euthanizing them still makes it very dangerous. Rolling Stones follows a chosen person, whose death is close, appearing and disappearing or even moving by itself until it touches the target. It is capable of phasing through the ground and walls to move unnoticed. As it follows the target, Rolling Stones gradually breaks down until the form of the target appears on it. It shows a presentation of the target dying, exposing how they are fated to die, regardless of how close or far away the date of death is. When the target touches the stone, they would die peacefully and without visible damage, as to spare them the pain. Those close to Rolling Stones without being sculpted inside it are not fated to die. This was shown by how Mista's pistol somehow malfunctioned when he tried to shoot Scolipy, and how Mista was able to jump down a building and come out unscathed. Unlike most automatic stands, Yo-Yo-Ma possesses a high degree of intellect. It knows a fair deal about survival in the swamps, as well as how to pilot a hovercraft. The only instructions it receives are general goals to achieve, such as killing Jolene and retrieving the green baby. It is then free to act as it pleases, and will dispose of any person in its way. Yo-Yo-Ma produces an acid saliva, which it sprays everywhere and noted by drooling. It then waits for the victims to get exposed and melt. It is able to melt whole chunks of flesh without causing bleeding or pain, as the dissolution can go unnoticed for some time. It has multiple ways to attack with it, such as inserting it into the bodies of biting mosquitoes and mixing it with water in front of a moving boat to cause it to splash those on board. Paisley Park's primary ability involves assisting individuals significant to Yasuho in finding and researching destinations more expediently or escaping perilous situations. Paisley Park, for example, has manipulated a phone's GPS, the results of a web search engine, to enhance the efficiency of her investigations. Paisley Park can also separate itself from its user and go far away to help another ally in need. When Yasuho discovers Paisley Park for herself, it displays time-limited choices on her cell phone or laptop. After selecting an option, this then provides her with the item she asked for, which then comes in handy later. For example, the choice of flashlight results in Paisley Park giving it to Yasuho, which then illuminates the location of something else she ends up needing a few minutes later. This then offers a choice whenever Yasuho needs to solve a problem, despite whether or not she is aware of what's going to happen, but doesn't act when Yasuho is too slow to choose. Paisley Park was shown several times to refresh another person's memory, which would lead them to do something that will end up helping the user. This was shown among other times when Paisley Park traveled to Josuke from a very far distance to remind him to call Yasuho. Although it mainly resides in her cell phone, Paisley Park enables Yasuho to interact with various electronics at a level beyond humanly possible. Kei Nijimura can employ Born This Way on any chosen target, but it only appears near them when they open something. In order to target a person, Kei must touch them at some point, but is otherwise able to act freely while her stand attacks. The act of opening may concern doors, notebooks, and self, but not body parts, such as opening one's eyes. The individual does not have to intentionally open something, as merely touching an object as it is opening applies. For instance, when Josuke backs into a taxi, causing its driver to remotely open the door, or when Kei throws a loose pen at him, causing the cap to fall off when he hit. Born This Way immediately appears near the target when they open something, but similarly disappears if anyone closes the relevant open object. When Born This Way appears, it can conjure powerful and cold gusts of wind to attack. The wind is strong enough to push back a grown man and can violently displace objects. Moreover, it is supernaturally cold. The temperature dramatically drops when it blows, to the point the ice can begin to freeze. Wanderer View possesses a stand ability that gives it complete control over the concept of fate. It can manipulate the forces of causality, which allows it to cause misfortune to anyone who pursues the Doctor. This ability is active at all times and cannot be controlled, even by its own user. Wanderer View can use its ability to manipulate and control fate itself. It can make things happen that shouldn't have happened, such as causing a seemingly impossible ricochet shot to hit its intended target. To prevent suspicion from arising, the stand can make seemingly unrelated events occur with uncanny foresight. In conclusion, Wanderer View is an incredibly powerful stand that can cause misfortune to anyone that pursues it. Its abilities are passive, meaning that it's almost impossible to prevent them from happening. Truly a force to be reckoned. DOOBIE manifests itself inside a small but highly destructive tornado and implacably pursues a target. When Aishu touches someone, or at least touches their stand, he is able to make DOOBIE automatically pursue and attack the target. DOOBIE materializes itself near the target through their exhalation, which gathers and forms a small tornado on which DOOBIE hides, and if the target manages to escape a tornado, DOOBIE will use their breath to appear near them. Thus, escaping DOOBIE is impossible, as it will keep appearing. It is possible for the target to hide their presence from DOOBIE by holding their breath and even stay inside the vortex, but it is only a temporary measure. Attacking the tornado also doesn't harm DOOBIE, thus people cannot defend themselves either. The only option is to flee or attack Aishu. According to Jobin Higashikata's findings, Ozone Baby is a long-range automatic stand. However, proximity to Tone himself dramatically increases the pressure variation. Tone reveals that its power has an area of effect of 100-meter radius. Ozone Baby's power revolves around manipulating air pressure in a way capable of cordoning off an area. Burying the Lego house in the soil dampens the effect of the pressure. Upon activation, Ozone Baby automatically begins to cause atmospheric pressure anomalies. Hollow objects such as plastic containers begin to collapse in on themselves, and living organisms begin to experience mild depressurization sickness, with symptoms such as pain in the ears and nosebleed. If one steps out of a sealed room, the depressurization sickness becomes dramatically more severe. All the air dissolved inside the blood vessel form bubbles, causing severe bleeding in the capillary, notably in the eyes, nose, and ears, which can debilitate a grown man in seconds and cause eyes to pop out of their socket. There are also posthumous stands, such as Anubis. Anubis is an extremely dangerous stand dedicated to battle, whose multiple powers support him in a direct confrontation. Though he has to possess someone first to fight, once unsheathed and wielded by an unwitting puppet, Anubis is capable of fighting head-to-head with Silver Chariot and Star Platinum, and can defeat anyone in a straight fight. The sword is very sharp, as Shaka was able to cut through a stone pillar. As I said in my previous video, Notorious Big is certainly one of the most dangerous stands in JoJo. This stand is a bizarre blob of meat, being automatically activated only after the death of its user, which makes it completely immortal, and it has the power to consume everything in his way by pursuing the fastest thing in motion. The story of Milagro Man's curse stems from his ability. Anyone afflicted by its power will constantly make money until they are literally buried in cash. No matter how they try to spend or destroy the money, it will be returned to them and they will somehow continue to receive money. The only way to escape Milagro Man's power is to return the money to the previous owner or have the money destroyed by someone else, after which Milagro Man is transferred to the new victim. And there you have it, all automatic stands in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, letting me know your opinion. And as always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. With that being said, thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.